Welcome back, YouTube, and today we're playing the Stanley Parable or whatever. Have I played it before? No. Until the computer is barely visible. Guys, do I listen to them or do I do it, like just, I think I'm gonna do that. I'll just turn my brightness max. Oh, bro, what the heck? Wait till it turns 750. So we may be here for a hot minute. So, I don't really know if I should get into all this YouTube stuff. I don't know if people do want to see my videos. But we gotta we're waiting for 750. I am trying to get it as close as I can because I can't deal with. Alright, there we go. There we go. I put up clock tab on my phone just so I can get it right. It's at 59 seconds when I looked at it too. Alright, what the fuck? That's trippy. Ever, the end is never ever. What? Oh, we'll just skip the cutscene. Oh crap.
All of his co-workers were gone. What
What
could
the?
it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Where's the meet? Hey. Meet 137. Okay, never mind. What did I do? Okay, we just something to this thing.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
I don't know
Perhaps
the
he wanted to
directions.
stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay, there.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So what happens if I don't listen to him? I was just listening
And
to
so
him.
he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Oh, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
We're gonna
office.
take the same path at the first part and then change it up. Which one's is off? This. Oh. I can't poop in the toilet? Man, this game sucks. I can't poop. Okay, check another poop.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of
Ooh,
any
there's some
human
code
life.
here. We're supposed
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845.
What?
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Wait, what did he say? Wait, hold on. Oh, wait.
Stanley
told
just
him.
sat around twiddling his
I
thumbs.
think it was
Trying to
2,
input
5,
anything
8,
on the
9.
device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, 2, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into
Or
the
he meant to
newly
do that?
opened passageway.
I think we're meant to leave. I don't know. Oh, there's a hiding spot. I'm scared. This game gives me like, what is it called?
Descending deeper into the
Whatever
building,
company
Stanley
vibes.
realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of
It
his
was like
job.
blank company.
Why did he
It's not
feel
like,
this now, when for years it had
it's not
never
Animal
occurred to
I
him?
don't know.
This question would not go unanswered for long.
Lethal Company. Yeah, that's it. Lethal Company.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
We're gonna listen.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to
No,
himself.
I didn't.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Can I leave? I guess I gotta go on. I'm here. Camera time.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed.
What
Each
the-
bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
What the Sigma? I'm trying not to, but I'm not.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe
am I
it
at?
couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I think we're fired. One of the fired ones.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Okay, shut
Wasn't
up.
it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I'm scared like a monster's gonna come and get me.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
This is the power. That scared me. I'm gonna try and record on computer. So,
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
so if there's any PC horror games you want to watch me play, or like
Yes.
games,
He had won.
I'll do it.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Yay!
Stanley stepped through the open door.
No. Okay.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Nuh-uh. Until... Oh, for real? Oh. Hey, I beat the game! Alright, guys. That's gonna be it for this episode. Just kidding. I know there's more to this game. Yep. I feel like I could press on that sometime.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
This feels like,
When Stanley came to a
What
set of
is-
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
this feels like, PT. Wait, do I have to go? Yeah, I have to go that way. Crap. Beat the game again? What? Oh.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I have to go on the left.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
Well,
he wanted
fuck
to
to,
stop by
fuck
the
you
employee
too.
lounge first, just to admire it. Wow, yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
We go down there and go down the elevator. We're going here.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not jump with a cargo lift follows national cost.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is... But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Oh, well, screw you too.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I don't know if I
Stanley
wanna
decided
try
to
and
go to
fight
the
in this
meeting room.
game or
Perhaps
not.
he had simply missed a memo.
Alright, then, let's just go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
gonna
doors,
go
this was not
back,
the correct
'cause I
way
wanna
to the
see what
meeting
that is
room,
about.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, we're not going through there. We're going through here.
Stanley was
Oh,
so
there's
bad
actually
at following
escape
directions,
through.
it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
Wait,
Someone
you think I
you've
jumped
forgotten
off
about.
this onto that?
Please, stop. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
He's gonna get so bad.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there?
Yes.
You want to find out what lies
If
at
I
the
get
end of
jump
this
scared,
road
I'm
you've
so
chosen?
dumb.
Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted?
Yeah.
Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge.
Mr. Stanley,
Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park.
If it's not me
just
just hitting somebody in the head with a sword, I'm not liking it. Why do I need a leaderboard, bro? And I'll go back to this door.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay, if it's not like something
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger.
Bro.
You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
You go, baby, you go.
You heartless bastard.
Oh, fuck
Did
you
you
too.
do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
Spite you.
Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out, I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more.
Firewatch.
Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Minecraft door opening sound? I think he made this game.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
No!
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Minecraft.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
It's fucking Rocket League, bro.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh, you can crouch now. Oh yeah? Oh, look how good I am. Wait.
Hold on. What are you doing?
What the?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I think I want to go back. Oh, what the? What the? What the? Is this the prototype? Everyone's so crowds, but this game's scary. I'm scared. Yeah, we're not going back there. I'm walking towards the light. Yeah, this is a prototype, I think. If I get
I
jumped.
wonder what he found.
Oh.
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Me too. Oh. They're gonna teleport me back and get mad.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
Okay, so
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
And check it out, because I dropped down there and then...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now,
Okay.
I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the...
Hello, mommy? Mama? Is my mommy here? Where's my mommy?
Oh, Stanley, is that you?
Yes.
Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Is that my mommy?
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
What? That's not my mommy.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
A wife?
Who'd want to
Jesus,
commit
that's
their
more
life
than
to
I
you?
bargained for.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I just want to see my mommy. Ugh, don't look at me.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I'm spamming X on Mercatella right now. Okay, I'll press that.
Look at him there, pushing buttons,
Oh,
doing exactly
fuck it
what
too,
he's
fuck
told
it too.
to
No, I'm
do.
not pressing no button.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
I'm gonna. Not pressing circle, bro. Oh, he's still crouched. Oh, yeah. I'm not pressing circle, bro. A final pressure,
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown. Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Oh, I can watch TV?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
This is desk is going to turn to desk, and then...
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Really?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer. that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
This is reverse psychology. It's reverse psychology, I know it. He wants me to press the button. No. Oh my god, fine,
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
I pressed the button, I think that's why I died. Or it's like an auto, I don't know. I'll wake back up and the same thing. It just never ends, yep. Alright.
Already this
I
was
think that's where
uncomfortable,
we're gonna end it
and
off.
Stanley decided that